What appears to be an empty classroom at Spotswood High School is actually the home of a student-run television station known as the Spotswood Public School Network.
I wanted it to be the leading, if you would say, cable access channel in a school that there could ever be. It was going to be a full-fledging, full-service network of different operations. So I wanted to become one of the big boys and compete within that realm.
The program launched in 2000 under the direction of Rich Kamunchuk, but it didn't necessarily hit the ground running.
In 2004, I became a teacher here at special education at Spotswood High School, and the program was a few years in. Let's put it this way: it did the best they can with what they had. There was a tech prep grant that was involved at the time, and they were able to put some shows up within a couple of weeks after it was recorded. So it was a rolling process.
Before there were brand new editing bays like this one, Zaborny had to build the program from the ground up.
So I walked in here, it was sparse. This room was built. This room is pretty much probably 90% done. The 10% were new computers, things that I brought in through the years. But this room, believe it or not, the control room was already stabilized and in place. The TV studio itself looked nothing like it does today. It was, in fact, the table that we're leaning on over here was in that room. It had just a regular student desk in it with a couple of chairs, 2 XLRs, two Shure microphones, and I think 3 cameras, and that was it. There was nothing else.
Zaborny always had a vision to take the then Channel 3 and turn it into something special.
The original goal was always have new shows every couple of weeks. Then it became every week, and now we're up to the point where I could film something 11 o'clock in the afternoon, have it up by 1 o'clock.
But the vision had to start somewhere, and that somewhere was with a show called The Sports Lounge.
Well, I think I believe in tradition, and when we did this show called Sports Lounge, the original Sports Lounge were 2 guys that asked Mr. K at the time, Mr. Kaminchuk, hey, can I come in and just do a sports show? And he said, sure, go ahead, and they filmed it for 15 minutes. And they liked it so much they did it again. They liked it so much they did it the next week. Then he said, hey, do you guys want to continue this? And they agreed. When I came in, I said, let's take that whole idea and continue it.
And he did. The Sports Lounge pushed Channel 3's boundaries, and this 2008 Super Bowl special marked the first time a Channel 3 show ever eclipsed the 1-hour barrier.
The Jets should
draft college football.
No.
All of them.
They shouldn't. That's one thing I want to bring up before we go switch it over. Do the Jets? It's not on the Pats or anything, but do the Jets draft a quarterback this year in the draft?
No.
No. I got no too. There's no
They're gonna go with Kellen Clemens. That's what they're going with.
Darren McFadden.
That's what they want.
And from there, the wheels began to turn. For the first time, the network wasn't viewed as a kids just hanging out, but a functional television station capable of much bigger tasks.
And when the district starts coming to you and asking you, can you do the band concerts? Can you do the Mr. Spotswoods? Can you do the sound for the football games? When you start being taken serious that way, that, hey, you know what, we have something special here, that's a huge milestone. And to have a show like Sports Lounge continue in another realm called Sports Talk, this is 2014 as we film this. It really started in 2005. And you just do the math, 9 years, we're almost going on 10 years of this type of format. That is going to be another milestone, 10 years of this channel.
With a full schedule of programming, they now look to the future, which is the TV3 program.
TV3 is all client basis, where hypothetical a restaurant across the street wants an ad. Well, we go there, we sit down with the client, we're able to concept put it all together.
So in looking through the viewfinder of the past towards the future, Zaborny hopes the program can continue to grow the way that it always has.
And the TV level for me, as a producer and putting all this together, what's very important to me is that continuity. Continuity is important. That you have, just like a story, an opening, a middle, and an end. And they all have to make sense. And the closing has to match the opening so it sums up the whole show.